I can't tell the people listening enough the importance of being different than everyone else. And if you keep in touch today, you are different. If you follow up with people, you are different. If you have a way to let them know you care about them, you are different. And back in my early days in real estate, I started sending thank you notes. And then, of course, I built an entire follow-up system on notes. And it really was the reason I think I became the top real estate agent in California. Without that follow-up, I don't think people keep calling me back. They wouldn't keep referring people to me. So I've got to say that what you guys do, I totally not only believe in, but I salute you because the world needs what you do. The average salesperson today is not a follow-up specialist. They totally kind of almost believe that once I've either made a sale or once I've got a client, that's the end of the process. And to me, that's just the beginning. If you're going to build a long-term relationship with someone that year after year wants your service, then you've got to keep in touch with them. And, of course, I did everything that the folks do now. I had 6 times a year they would receive a note of some type for me. And, of course, one of my favorites was the Thanksgiving card, which I know you have beautiful cards. But I found that everybody else sends Christmas cards. I always sent the Thanksgiving card. And, of course, I made it very simple. You know, during this season of Thanksgiving, let me thank you for being a valued client. I look forward to serving you for many years. Now, see, that is so simplistic, but no one else would send it. Now, I have gone through your cards. I've gone through the genius of the writing, and I just have to tell you that I not only believe in what you do, but I salute you for getting into the industry and showing people they need to do it. I wish so much I'd have had your service, had your company back when I was in real estate, because I spent many, many hours doing the thank you notes myself, writing the Halloween cards, the Thanksgiving cards, the cards for birthdays. And I really think you've got to also realize that you must be an educator, must be a teacher. And one of the things I think you need to do is educate folks you talk to on how the importance of getting the birth date of the children. Now, most salespeople, of course, they'll have clients that have children. And that was a biggie on my list. If they had a Bobby and a Susie, I'd get Bobby and Susie's birth date. And I would send every year, they would get a birthday card. What's amazing, when you send a card to the children, the parents are impressed. They think 3 or 4 or 5 years later, my goodness, every year Tom remembers Bobby's birthday. And, of course, it almost means more than sending them one. But I will say this, it's been gotten away from. I think people are so into electronic transactions, so into email, that they've gotten away from the importance of personalization. And I really believe from the bottom of my heart that a thank you note, a letter, a card has more meaning today than when I did it back many, many years ago. And why? Because no one else is doing it. And I've always loved to do things no one else did. And if you studied all I did in real estate to build my business, to, build it to the point where people started calling and begging me to come and speak, it was all based on follow-up, keeping in touch, thank you notes. And today a lot of people are such into this get-rich-quick thought, this once I made a sale, it's over. No, that's the beginning. It doesn't end with the sale. It begins with the sale, to where you find a way to keep your name, your face, your ideas in front of people. And I can't tell you how much I believe in what you do. And, of course, I totally believe you're doing something that's a service and it's right for people. I said it before, I'll say it again. Man, I would have loved to get names and addresses and let you guys handle them so that I wouldn't be every month worried about who do I send my cards to. So you've got a wonderful product, a wonderful company, and you that are just getting started, realize something. Every office that has a sign on it needs you to go in and say hi. Now, I'll tell you one thing you can do, and I'd love you to do it. I'd love you if you find a company that has salespeople. I'd love you to walk in with my permission and say, by the way, have you heard of Mr. Tom Hopkins? And you'll be amazed at how many people will say, well, of course, he's the motivational sales trainer. And you smile and say, yes, well, not only does he use our services, but he is the one that prompted us to come by and visit with people that had salespeople. Because he has found over the years that if you follow up, keep in touch, you're going to build a lasting relationship. And that's what in business today we all want. Don't you agree? So use my name. I'm a testimony for what you guys do. And just know I'm very proud, of course, as I've said numerous times, about the organization that Adam and, of course, the company has built. Because I again believe, and you can certainly quote me, those that follow up will end up on top. Those that keep in touch will never have to prospect. Those that build a referral base will never have to worry where the next client is coming from.